first carry for Christian McCaffrey. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on third down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Third and long, it's Newton. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
So on fourth down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 23. Here's Winston. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Now a play fake here on first down. Flush to his right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Ready, blue way. Green, trouble C.
Jameis to throw it. This is caught by Jackson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
We used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he's going to be met at about the 43. A gain of 3, second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Ready, blue lady.
Now a second down throw for Winston. Over the middle, he finds Godwin complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. He got 29 yards that time. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this. And, hey, you know, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You know, you were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
The give is to Jones. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Now Jameis on 2nd down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Winston. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. And Catanzaro's kick is right through, and the Bucs take a 3-0 lead. So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
McCaffrey on the counter. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And he's able to get this one down to about the 40. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. They'll run it now out of the gun. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Newton. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Line of scrimmage, the 31, as they line up 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. About 3 yards there to the 27. They'll halt play here for an injury as Christian McCaffrey is slow to get up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Out of the gun, Newton. The open man is Smith. And they'll get this down to the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Brandon, that's a tough guy right there. He knew that was going to happen. In other words, he had to absorb that hit. How about him securing the football, churning the legs a little bit, and gaining what he needed for a 1st down?
Well, that's the deal. On 3rd down, these guys, they know where the sticks are. He obviously knew right there.
And if you want to be a dependable 3rd down receiver, you've got to be willing to absorb those types of hits and make those sort of plays.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. To throw again, Newton. And this one's incomplete. He was looking for the connection with Devin Funchess. And it's 3rd down.
All right, Captain. It's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you've kind of run out of your running plays. Fire another one into the end zone.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. To the air again, Newton. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. DJ Moore, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And his guys are able to strike for 6. And it was a tight window. He knew he had to rocket that thing in there. He got it done.
And when you're able to complete one like that, your confidence has to just go sky high. You just mentioned it. Tight window, zings it in there despite excellent coverage. Result, touchdown.
Gano the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Gano out to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
And maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown. On 2nd down, it's Jones.
Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Hey, we got three. Three down. Green, trouble C.
Winston on 3rd and 2. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22.
And that was a heck of a shot right there by Jameis Winston. Boy, he has a superior right arm, doesn't he? You saw him play baseball.
Yeah, he's actually a switch hitter in baseball. Outfielder, and then, of course, a very hard-throwing pitcher. That's translated well in the National Football League.
That it has. When he has to make that throw on a line, he's got plenty of arm to do it.
And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield.
If it's not one guy, it's another with this defense. I mean, this is the #1 unit against the rush in the entire NFL. They know how to cover for each other. And, yeah, they've got great players. They also have very dependable players, too.
Ready. Black, 22.
Winston now from the 50. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. K1 short. Busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Winston needing a big play after the sack as he leads the Bucs up on 3rd and long. From the gun, Winston. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
And onto the field, here come the Panthers. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
C.J. Anderson in the game. He gets it here. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's Newton now on 2nd down. Forced out to his left. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
All right, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up. Back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
From his goal line here, Newton. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. Let's take it inside his own 40. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Buccaneer offense will be set up well as they take over. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
Ready.
Here's a carry for a former starter. This is T.J. Yeldon. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. Working out of the gun, Winston. Eluding the pressure right. Right side caught by Jackson. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. Two minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to Tampa after this timeout. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Ready. Back 25 to hut.
2nd down, Winston. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Mike Evans, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bucs are able to strike for 6. So the quarterback drops to throw, looks over, and boom, a guy that wide open, he has to be thinking, wait a minute, this is some kind of a dream. This is too easy.
Yeah, a great dream. One you don't want to wake up from. But for the defense, almost feels like there was a bust in coverage.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. On 2nd down, here's Newton. He rifles complete, caught by Moore. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A very solid gain of 27. First down now, but that clock rolling. On 1st and 10, Newton steps away to his left. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. On second down, Anderson. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 36.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Jason Pierre-Paul. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Here's Michael Pilardi now as he's on to punt for Carolina. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. And the Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
First down, Winston. Airing this one out for Evans. And that's caught inside the 30. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. No move for the field goal unit. They're going to go here with 5 seconds left. The give to Jones. And he stopped immediately there. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left. You sure you're ready for the third quarter? Need to use a bathroom or anything? All right, cool. Let's go. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. And he takes it all the way down to the 32.
T.J. Yeldon's not afraid to drop a shoulder or run through some tackles, is he?
Not at all. I learned it in his high school days in Alabama. Then, of course, stayed in state to play at Alabama. He could do that there.
And what I think is best about him, and when he's really on top of his game, when he's a little bit lighter, a little bit quicker, I think he's strong enough. He's compact enough to break those tackles, but I think he's at his best at a shiftier weight.
Winston. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Hey, slow down. Ready? Blue lady. Hey, 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Let's go.
This is Jones. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave them with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
Winston now. Complete. He finds Brady. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
And there was absolutely zero pressure on the quarterback on that play. Third down, and he has all the time in the world to eventually find an open receiver for a first down pickup.
Ready? Blue ready. 5-0, 5-0, 5-0.
Now Jones. They give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a second and goal. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Here's Winston. The quick slant caught, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to third and goal.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
This is where you're probably weighing the score and the clock. Third quarter, so maybe it's a little early to start worrying about how much time is left in the game. But if you kick the field goal, you're making a 2-score game. A tough balance and a tough decision for any coach to make.
So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Newton. Quick slant, caught by Moore. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Give him 30 yards there.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
To throw is Newton. And that'll be incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. On 2nd and 10, Newton. A dump off to Anderson. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll be 3rd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Now it's Newton. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Winston and the Bucs take over now 1st and 10 at their own 15. Following the interception, Winston. Flushed out right. And this will be incomplete.
Appeared to me he was just trying to find an open receiver and got forced out to his right. Had to come off of a guy downfield and try and hit his back. Unable to connect. Should have been an easier throw moving to his right, though.
Yeah, much easier, obviously, for a right-handed quarterback. If he was going to his left, a little bit tougher.
Exactly.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Ready.
Jameis to throw it. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. Winston to Godwin on the connection there for a Tampa Bay first. Winston now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Ready.
They'll run it with Jones. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Now Jameis on 2nd down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Ready. Black 22.
3rd and long for Winston. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
This is fielded at the 7. Great blocking, nearly sprung him there. 28-yard return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. On the NFL scoreboard, 3rd quarter now in Lambeau. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Here's Anderson as they begin this series on the ground. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. To throw on 2nd down is Newton. Dancing to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he gets it to Funchess complete. And able to get this one across the 45. Newton now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Newton. CJ with a nifty move. Hauled in by Anderson left side. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll be a second down.
Here we go.
Now a play fake, and it's Newton. Funches with a catch over the middle. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Escaping the pressure right, and he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Newton. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Flush to his right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down.
Ready. Blue ready.
Now Winston. Buying time to his left. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. The Bucs on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, Winston. Being chased out left. He may try and run for this. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
Fielded just inside the 30. Well, that'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Back to the air, Newton on 2nd down. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. Now Jones. And some space here. And he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. A nice run there, 9 yards. And it'll be second down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
They'll go again to Jones. Jones breaking from the contact. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up first and goal. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge. 3
red zone trips have yielded just 2 field goals for them to this point, so they'll be searching for something more on second. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Ronald Jones, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bucs capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
We go even.
They're going to run for it with Jones. And he is into the end zone again as he scores both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion to extend this lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
4 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it second down. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
Here's Newton now on second down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the gun, here's Newton. And he's got his target. That's more. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. He had their lone TD earlier. Now he's got a first down. Here's Newton. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Newton again. Room to run past midfield. Caught left side by Funchess. And finally marked down at the 42-yard line. And a nice gain at 21 yards. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that he could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
An excellent pickup at 34 yards. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle. Only a couple yards there, and that's going to set up a long 3rd and goal. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
Call it no gain on the play, so no help there. And now 4th and goal.
Let's just give credit where it belongs. The defensive front has out-leveraged the offensive guys trying to block them. We often say low man wins in tough situations. That's exactly what's happened here. 3 straight runs, and they haven't been able to get into the end zone.
Let's rock now. Hey, get right there.
Here's Kelly on 4th down. He's fighting, but they're not going to let him in. Stopped at the 2-yard line.
Partner, when you see a running play stop short like that, you just know that the defensive front, they won the battle of leverage and created the push back into the opposing backfield.
And for the offensive coordinator, whether you had 1 yard to go or 20 yards to go on 4th down, now you're probably saying, oh, maybe I should have passed it, right?
Yeah, hindsight is always 20/20.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They'll start out on the ground. It's T.J. Yeldon. They'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped in his tracks at about the 3. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The rush defense stout on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. On 2nd down, here's Yeldon. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. The Panthers are going to take another timeout. That's going to be their 2nd. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 9.
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
Now a handoff to Yeldon. And he is going to have the 1st down as he's up to his own 13-yard line. They get 9 there, and in the process escaping their end zone, picking up a 1st down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Ready? Flag 22. Flag 59. Right. Flag is 59. Flag is 59.
Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. A 1st down carry now for Yeldon. And he takes us across the 15 to the 17. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Here's a give to Yeldon. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
After the penalty, it's Yeldon. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.